September 2020 planetary transits for Scorpio and Scorpio rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Scorpio on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin September 1st, 2020 with 3 retrograde planets in Capricorn in the 3rd house sector. Jupiter at 17 degrees, Pluto at 22 degrees, and Saturn at 25 degrees of Capricorn retrograde. The Sun is placed in the 11th house at 9 degrees of Virgo, along with the planet Mercury at 22 degrees Virgo. Venus is placed at 24 degrees of Cancer in the 9th house sector. Mars is at 27 degrees of Aries in the 6th house. Neptune is at 19 degrees of Pisces, retrograde in the 5th house, and Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus, retrograde in the 7th house. The moon is in Aquarius at 27 degrees in the 4th house. Overview: October 22nd to November 1st birth dates, Sun in Scorpio at 0 to 9 degrees. Transiting Uranus in Taurus will impact the October 28th through November 1st birth dates of Scorpio by opposition aspect throughout 2020. Sudden, unexpected, and potentially disruptive are keywords of this energy. Expect the tempo of life to speed up dramatically and bring about new growth. Uranus is the great awakener that sets us free from oppressive life patterns that we have outgrown but have clung to out of a false sense of security. Expect your authentic self, your true self, to come forward into consciousness and enable you to grow into a new life and a new way of being. November 2nd to November 11th birth dates, Sun in Scorpio at 10 degrees to 19 degrees. November 2nd and November 3rd birth dates will also feel the impact of Uranus opposed the Sun in 2020. Please refer to the above description. In 2020, for November 7th through November 11th birth dates, transiting Pluto will impact the sidereal Sun by square aspect, a signature of dramatic, sweeping changes. November 10th and 11th births will have Saturn square their sidereal Sun placement July through mid-December of 2020. Take care of your health and be patient with obstacles and delays that can't be helped. November 12th through November 21st birth dates, Sun in Scorpio at 20 degrees to 29 degrees. Transiting Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in Capricorn will make a harmonious sextile to your Sun in 2020. November 13th through 17th birth dates will have Pluto sextile the Sun at exactitude, and November 16th through November 21st birth dates will have Saturn sextile the Sun at exactitude. Saturn sextile the Sun is a stabilizing influence, while Pluto sextiles the Sun, positive change and rewards for past efforts. Both these influences acting together may bring significant career opportunities. However, those born November 12th through 15th birthdays have the placement of their sidereal Sun receiving a square from Saturn from July 1st through mid-December of 2020. This can manifest several ways. There could be a delay or obstacles to advancement temporarily. If recently promoted, this period could bring a testing time to ascertain whether or not you can handle the additional responsibilities. Whatever develops, you're apt to feel pressure to perform under this vibration, and your health may not be up to par. Saturn rules colds, chills, and influenza. Guard your health by getting adequate rest, food, and vitamins. Avoid taking risks with your health by not protecting and sanitizing yourself and your environment. In addition, transiting Mars in Aries will be in opposition to your sidereal Sun all of September of 2020. Stay cool. Stay calm. Exploding at the frustrations and delays and lashing out will not serve you at this time. On September 1st, Mercury trine Pluto between houses 11 and 3 is an excellent energy under which to communicate with others, have meetings, present your ideas, set goals, and make plans. Catch up with phone calls, emails, and whatever paperwork you've been avoiding. September 2nd brings the full moon, 1:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 10 degrees of Pisces in opposition to the Sun at 10 degrees of Virgo, spanning houses 5 and 11, highlighting the tension between friendships and group endeavors versus your obligations toward loved ones. The planet Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus is making harmonious aspects to this full moon, a trine to the Sun and a sextile to the Moon from your 7th house. All relationships, both social and business, are favored at this time. The full moon sheds light and brings solutions to problems. Also, on September 2nd, Sun trine Uranus between houses 11 and 7 is excellent for getting together with friends and partners and enjoying yourself. Stay safe while doing it. On September 3rd, Mercury trine Saturn between houses 11 and 3 is excellent for getting through a great deal of office work, since concentration and attention to detail is accentuated. On September 4th, Venus square Mars between houses 9 and 6 is a frictional energy. Your peace of mind may be temporarily rattled by a coworker or communication you receive at work, either through the written or spoken word. Let it go for now and revisit the discussion later on today when Mercury sextiles Venus. On September 5th, the planet Mercury enters Libra and moves into your 12th house. On September 6th, the planet Venus enters Leo and moves into your 10th house. And on September 9th, Mars turns retrograde at 28 degrees of Aries in your 6th house. Also on September 9th, the Sun trines Jupiter between houses 11 and 3, an exceptionally positive and magnanimous energy. Use it to heal any relationships that may have become strained. The Sun opposed Neptune on September 11th between houses 11 and 5 could find you feeling confused in a relationship with a friend or a loved one. This energy is classic for misunderstandings. Avoid breakups. You may not have the truth or the whole story. On September 12th, Jupiter turns direct motion at 17 degrees of Capricorn in your 3rd house. The Sun trine Pluto on September 14th between houses 11 and 3 is excellent for making changes and improvements in any life area. If self-employed, use this transformative energy to streamline and reform your business model. Doing research into a subject that fascinates you is also favored, as well as all educational pursuits. Venus square Uranus on September 15th between houses 10 and 7 warns against impulse spending for emotional gratification rather than need. This energy is classic for experiencing a disruption in one of your relationships and attempting to make yourself feel better by spending money. September 17th brings the new moon, 7:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 25 degrees of Virgo in the 11th house, highlighting and energizing friendships and group commitments over the month ahead. This new moon is harmoniously aspected by trine to Saturn in the 3rd house and could see you getting involved in a political campaign, communicating by phone or in person for your candidate. Mercury square Jupiter between houses 12 and 3 on the same day also favors making ambitious career plans to pursue going forward. The autumnal equinox will occur on September 22nd at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time with the Sun entering 0 degrees of Libra and moving into your 12th house. 3 planetary aspects that have to do with day-to-day communication and short-distance travel will be affecting September 20th through 24th. Depending on your location, they will hit exactitude in different time zones. They are as follows: Mercury square Pluto, Mercury square Saturn, and Mercury opposed Mars. These energies are not catastrophic. They're too short-lived, but they are frictional and annoying and not conducive to getting your ideas across. If you can avoid those dates to discuss matters of great importance, do so. On September 27th, the planet Mercury enters the sign of Scorpio and moves into your first house. Venus in the 10th house will trine Mars in your 6th house on September 28th, a great energy for career and work concerns, as well as meeting potential clients and making contacts. Saturn turns direct motion at 25 degrees of Capricorn on September 29th in your 3rd house sector. Also, on September 29th, Mars will square Saturn between houses 6 and 3, an aspect of frustrated energy having to do with career goals and plans. Yes, you will feel angry and impatient with delays, but detaching and accepting magnanimously the current state of affairs is the way to go right now.